Hi, Julie Torrance here. So I've got some blank cards. I buy these from Amazon. This package happens to be from Darcy, and it's 50 of the A7 cards and envelopes, and I get kind of this craft paper look, and I just buy these as I need them. So I've got a few here, and this is how they come. They come with envelopes. You fold them yourself, and then this is what you have. So I'm just going to leave one up here that we can use to kind of gauge what it is we're doing. And then I've got these. Now this is on another video where I made a masterboard. This is just out of a pizza box. And I cut them as many as I could to be, I think they're 6.5, 4.5 by 6.5. So it should fit about like that. But we need to decorate these. So kind of like the same principle if you were making toppers for a journal cover or postcards, ATCs. Now some of these are a little bit smaller, and that's just having to do with how much board I had left. But I'll show you, even something like this, I think could look really nice on a card front. So will we get all this decorated? I doubt it. But let's at least start with two. We'll start with one of each. Here's the other, again, pizza box. Here's the other one that I made. So I'll set these aside, but still in reach. And then I've got a variety of different kinds of ephemera and things. So let's just take a look. I think first I want maybe to kind of pick up a focal point. So I've got some ephemera that I made. Some of this is stickers. Now this is ephemera that I made. So I've got flowers and I've got some little shapes. These are things I punched out. And I did this on acrylic, using leftover acrylic on magazine paper. And then I just cut these out with a punch. Okay, I love that green on this. Now, do I have another one like that? This is yellow. We'll just put that out there for right now. But I like the more kind of a pastel. I'm not nuts about that last one I laid down. What's this? Or this? I see I like this one better because it doesn't have that dark red. All right. I like this so far. What do you think? That looks good to me. Okay, good start, good start. Now, flower. Well, we've got a variety. A leaf. I want to pick maybe a little bit bigger of a leaf. Let's just see. Can toss some up here in the lid. Looks like all my leaves are on the smallish side. Well, note to self, make some bigger leaves. Well, then let's just get more than one. Like there, there, there. Variety. Of course, I saw one and then it escaped me. Here. Here. I kind of like it now that I'm picking out all different kinds. I have a heart. Maybe that can go on there too. We'll just leave it on the side here for a moment. And here's a littler flower. I like this color combination so far. Here's one. I like that. All right. See what we can do. Pick out a little bit more. I've got this little bloopy circle with some lines in it. All right, let's see. I'm going to pull this one out too. Let's just see with these. Couple more leaves that poked up. Let's see what we get. Now I've got the... Okay. Already I am liking this less. I'm liking these other flowers more. Like that one, and that one, and that one. Maybe switch these two around. All right, I think this is a good start, but I prefer the leaves tucked under the flowers. So I think the first thing we'll do, I'm gonna put these flowers up here. I don't know if you can see them. Let's get these down. I think it's a good start. Now this is acrylic paint, and I have not always had the best of luck using a glue stick on acrylic paint. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my art glitter glue. See, I like that. Let's get a paper towel and give it a good squish. You can see this edge is coming up a little bit. There we go. And this one. And as I say, these were just leftover acrylic paint that I jazzed up with some rubber stamps, some acrylic markers, some just other acrylic paint. I can tell you this is just acrylic paint on acrylic paint, but you can still see the words that were there, and I like that. Okay. This was out of that Kincaid book that I turned into an art journal, and it was one of the pages that I had left over after I thinned it out a little bit. I thinned them out before I turned them into an art journal, because as you apply ephemera and paints, you just get it more and more. Let's give this a little get-go there. Your book just gets thicker and thicker, and then it starts to become, you know, a bit of a, what would you say, an issue for the spine. All right. Get another paper towel and give it a good squish. All right, good start. I like this. Whoops, sliding it around. Okay, now some leaves. This flower I liked here, so I can kind of see where I'm going to put some leaves. So I'm just grabbing leaves, not having any particular one in mind. And I want to get glue for sure right there on that stem. Well, the glue is giving me a challenge. These things happen. Don't let them shake you up. Just keep going. So what is on your desk? I needed some thank you cards, but really these are just going to be kind of, all occasion cards. It's just going to depend on the sentiments and things, what they are, but I have some thank yous that I want to send. So I'm making some cards. I am not what you would consider a card maker. There are beautiful card makers, and they're precision with their stamping, and they've got die cut machines, and they've got every kind of marker, and oh, they're just beautiful. No question about it. But that's not me. It's just not the kind of art I do day in and day out. So when I make a card, we're talking mixed media again. Julie and her mixed media. But I still like them. But I don't make bunches of cards with the idea of selling them or things like that. I would say the most I do in that kind of a vein is when I make Christmas cards, which I didn't even do that this year. I just wasn't up to the pressure, and there's no pressure from anyone but myself. All right, I like that. Let's get this flower on. But when I have a birthday, or if I'm needing to thank someone for a purchase or just anything like that, thank you cards are something that I make. Gift enclosures, things like that. Just a little personal touch. And these are not perfect. They never will be. All right, I think I want this blue one over here. So let's give him a leaf. I always say, if you want that kind of a perfection, then you can go to your Hallmark store or the Dollar Tree, and there's fine cards. But I like the little bit wonky, unexpected way that these come out. As you're making them, and your eyes and your brain are just getting kind of full of all this, I'm gonna go this way. Don't let your eyes fool you. And what I mean by that is sometimes things might not be turning out the way you had pictured it in your mind. And you may not be as happy as you thought you would be after you're done. Just walk away, because when you're doing even just a few cards, your head gets so befuddled with all that you've been doing. Just look at them tomorrow. I really believe you'll like them better. That kind of thing happens. Especially when we're just kind of repeating a thought. I guess I'm giving this one 2 leaves. It's okay. Let's get this. That one really, guess I went a little heavy with the glue there. I see this little tip sticking up. It's bugging me. Let's see if we can get just a little touch of glue. There we go. And this is not the glue fault. This is operator error, to be sure. Okay. I like the softness of this. It looks soft to me. Any place I see where an edge is sneaking up. I try to get all, oh boy, I try to get all the edges, but I missed the boat here, didn't I? Now there's a lot of glue there. Let me get the paper towel ready. Good grief. Good grief. There's no glue. Oh dear. Yep. Squash that down. Okay. I like it. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Now, does it need a little something else? I don't mind it, but I don't know that it's necessary. I like that better. I mean, when I take everything away, this space does look a little forlorn. I just don't know that I need a 4th flower. And when I put that there, then I start looking up here. I'm going to leave that. I've got some little labels that I made. Not this box. Let's see. Not this box. These are just some tickets that I bought. So, it's got to be this one. And there they are. Maybe a little label. These are kind of neutral and green, and then I have more colors underneath. I wouldn't mind another green. Okay, now see, I like that. I like that just fine. I don't think it leaves that other corner looking lonely. And I think this little label was just the ticket. In my mind it was. I'm trying to get the edges. How I made all this ephemera. There are videos. Okay, now let's round the corners. I think that always gives it a more finished look. That didn't do very well. There we go. And that looks good. And that one's good. And there. This corner is still not my favorite. That helped. All right. So I'll just show you what this looks like. Look at that. I think that is a nice little card. Okay, let's keep going. And let's grab this one. Before I glue that on, I'm going to ink up the edges, but I wanted to do another one. Okay, let's put these up, and let's see what other thing. Well, I like this heart. Let's see what we can find. Maybe here's a heart. Here's a heart. Oh, there's a big leaf. Where were you when I was looking, hiding? Another heart. Another heart. And I've got some little circles. I like where this is going. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to use all these things that I'm fishing out. It's a tiny little flower. There's another dot. I think I've got some dots of other colors there. I'm going to pull this heart out. Do I have some more of those dots? On one of those teeny tiny flowers? I have a star. Here's another heart, but here, a couple of dots. All right, let's see what we can do with this. I think hearts are cool for a thank you. I realize it's kind of close to Valentine's Day, but let's just see. Maybe I'll use it for Valentine's Day. You never know. Okay. Now, what I want to do is I'm going to put some book page with this. I've got some here. This is a recipe book, which is nice and friendly. I don't have to think about or worry about that there's going to be something offensive. Now, let's see. What do I think of this? Yes, I like that very much. Okay, okay. And I think I'm going to get some music note paper. I've got some of that right here. And let's see what we can do. I'm just starting out by taking off some of this white border margin. And let's see what we think about this. That's applesauce cranberry cake. Like this. And then the hearts. Okay. Now, inking. I want to ink up the edges of these. So, I've got my, set this, well, let's not set that too far away. I've got my little 4 square of ink, Vintage Photo, Black Soot, Hickory Smoke, Ground Espresso, and The thing about this is it is the Tim Holtz colors, but I'm looking for my little inking thing. It is the Tim Holtz colors, but this is the archival. So that means that it's not going to want to bleed or run or anything like that if it gets a little bit wet. Now, I think you could use any ink on a greeting card, but because I use my ink for more than that, well, I've got cosmetic sponges. I'm just going to grab one of those. And let's see. Let's go with the gray, the smoke, because I know that these flowers look white, but they're really silver. So I don't know if you can see what I'm doing, but I'm just going to go around the edge with this hickory smoke. Which one? This one. Okay, this is looking smudgy and good. And let's get the other piece right here. Music note paper, same thing, hickory smoke. Until I get in the making stage of this, it's impossible for me to like, well, I should have had these things inked up ahead. With mixed media, I don't know what's ahead. And it's that spontaneity that I think is part of what gives it the charm. That's how it feels to me. Okay, now, recipe here, book page here, or music notes. Good. Let's get these glued on. And as I say, I'm using art glitter glue, which is a very strong, in my mind, magical PVA glue. It dries extremely fast and it holds really well. And on surfaces that I otherwise may have had a little bit of an issue trying to get stopping up again. When I've had an issue trying to get things to want to stay put. Really want to get the edges. The edges are already drying. Okay. And here we go. Looks good to me. Same with the music notes. So, have you been like saving some stuff aside? Have you been harvesting from magazines, or maybe with the holidays not that far behind us, did you save maybe some special wrapping paper that you thought would look good in collage, or just things like that? This glue is making me tired. Oh, come along, glue. I think there might be something just a little bit thick or solid, and it gets up in that nozzle and then it quits. Well, something I'll fix later. Needs to go this way a little bit. There we go. I didn't want it hanging right off the edge. Okay. Now this looks good. Now let's start scattering some of these hearts around. What do you say? And maybe I can dodge a bullet by doing this now. Rattle, rattle, rattle. All right. I'm going to start with the bigger one. And let's give it a push. And a different one. And I think this is kind of that same pink. But it's different. It's got different designs, and one's white outline, one's black outline. So I think it's okay. Now I wanted this guy, the heart with the flowers, to be sort of in the middle, not center stage, but I just think that'll look good there. Now let's get a little something up here, a little more towards the edges. Put this one up here, kind of on, kind of off. I like that. And maybe this little flower. Oh, that's just cute. Now, this one is more in tune with that one. It's okay. I'm going to get the very tip. There. There we go. This one? Maybe this red one. He looks lonely. If I had something else that red, but I don't think I do right now. Got a green. Yeah, I think I'll skip this. Go back to one of these pink, go with pink again. Yeah, I think that's fine. Good. Okay, little something down here. I like this. And I like it opposite that. What do you think? Let me know. You won't hurt my feelings. Now this is a peachy color. I like that. Goes with the background. Little something here. Maybe something totally different. Let's close up the glue and see what we've got. Okay. I've got these, and this is little bought stickers. Too big. There's some smaller things in here, like this. Goes this way. I like that. Yep. Well, no one can say that I'm overthinking this. This one is, some of these are stickers and some of them are just plain paper. This one is just plain paper. I'm pretty sure. It'd be terrible to have, well, we're just gluing it on. Because I really don't think. Straighten it a little. Oop. Good. Okay. Another one done. And I like it. I think it's fanciful. I'm looking at this space right here. Oh, I do like that there. Okay. Good. Let's round up the corners. Why is it when I do that first corner, I'm just not getting it quite right? No telling. If you only buy a couple of punches and look for them used, punches are not as popular as they used to be. So look for them used, but corner punches are so wonderful in my mind. I also like geometric squares, circles, but a corner punch you'll get a lot of mileage out of that. All right, now we've got 2 of them. Let's put these back. See if I can just kind of swoop them in. There we go. Now, we've got 2. Let's pull them up. We did 1 of each. Let's get the ink out. And my glue book / ink book. Now, this one, I know I've got some gray on here, but I think I'm going to go with the vintage photo, which is like a brownish color. Yep, I like that. There you go. All right, we're gonna set that aside for a second. And we're gonna go with this one. I think I'm gonna stick with the vintage photo. I just like the finish. And you know, if you watch my art journaling, a lot of times I like to put a border around things. So the fact that I like the inked up edges kind of goes with that, don't you think? I think it kind of does. Alrighty. Okay, now mounting. I do not use a straight edge. I do not use a ruler. I just go with it as best I can. Now, I don't trust glue stick with this shiny, shiny paper to last a long time. But I'm going to go ahead and put some on because it will stick real fast. And then the art glitter glue, which does stick pretty quick. I just think it's a good idea for this application to go ahead and get both on there. I'm going to get near the edge. Okay. Now, is this going to squish out all over the place? I don't know. I hope not. It might. It's all right. If you get a little glue stain, again, it's something handmade. It's something wonderful. They'll never see another card like it. Just go with it. All right. Just gonna give these four corners a press for a moment. Got some glue sneaking out over here, which I really don't mind because it's telling me I've got glue to the edge. One side comes down, the other side pops up. Okay, we've got clips. Let's get some clips. Look at that. Now you know, if I didn't want these to come out, they would be falling out everywhere. All right. Okay, Mr. Card. Is that going to leave a mark? I don't think so. It's on the folded edge that it wants to sneak up. All right, everything else looks nice and down to me. Let's set this aside. We got another one here. Look at that. I think this is so fun. Oh, let's get some glue stick on there because it was so helpful the first time as it sits there with a clamp on. Well, I honestly do think it gives it a little bit of a help. I just don't trust it on this slippery, shiny white surface, printed surface, you know, to go through a mail system. And if I was making this for an art journal, I would have sanded that back. But I just don't picture people taking their greeting cards and keeping them that long. Well, maybe they will. But it wouldn't take the wear and tear that a art journal or some other kind of a journal would. You know, a day without glue problems would be wonderful. Look at that. I can promise you, I've got to get in there and there's something that's like a plug. And it's moving up and down in my glue tip. Bang, bang, bang. All right. Let's get this on here. Okay. This one seems almost a little bit more curly than the first one. It's all right. We've got some clips. Same side, too. It wants to pop up on the side that is the fold. Okay. Yep, that's down. All right. Should we do one more? Sure. Let's do one more. Okay. Let's look at some of this other ephemera. I've got some things like this, and I like that blue. Now, these are watercolor. No. Better. Do I have? Oh. That one's got some shimmer. Hey. Yes, I like that. Okay, good. I've got some of these. I like that. And then how about some music note paper? Little too big? Better. I don't mind cutting that edge off. But do I need to? Not sure. It's going to need something here. Okay, what? Too much. Got a rose again. That's awfully big. A butterfly? No, too big. Too big. What? What's this? Hey. I like that. Yes. 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 Good. Now these are all watercolor, and they're done on watercolor paper. All right, glue. No one's in the mood for your shenanigans. I'm giving it a shake. Let's see, maybe now it'll explode on me. Watercolor paper can be a little more of a challenge to glue down. Oh boy. To glue down because it's very absorbent. Now this is a cellulose, not 100% cotton. And I find that is a little less difficult to glue, but it's not impossible. Just get your glue going and go for it. Now, put this here. I'm going to have to hold this for a moment, but it won't take too long. My hands are so gluey. Sorry. I don't have a skin peeling problem. I've got a glue challenge. That's not new. Okay, I think we're okay. Now for this one. Starts out with a bang, and then it quits on me. Now you might be saying, why don't you have another one of those? To tell you the honest to goodness truth, I can't afford it. These are expensive. And I have the one bottle, and I have a refill. So this has got to work. And I'm sure there's others that can relate to my little whining. I'm not really whining, but it's just the truth. There we go. All right. Let's get some on this edge. Okay. Now, I'm going to hold this one down for just a moment here, because it too is watercolor paper. Good. All right, now, first this one. Should I ink it up? I think so. And I think, there. Vintage photo again, because I just kind of like the idea of the brown with the orangey peachy colors. This side has a little less going on. And I think that's fine. Good. That looks good. And again, I'm using art glitter glue, even, you know, just with thin paper like this, because I don't want to try to glue with glue stick on acrylic paint. My luck has not been good with that. So there's that. I can see a little shine of glue. It will dry clear and matte, so it's not that I'm worried about it. All right, where did that green, can you see it? That green piece? Oh, for goodness sakes. I can't lose it. What did I do with it? Oh, it's way over here. Thank you. You know what I'm going to do? This could ruin everything. I'm going to try to see if I can round these corners. Oh. All right, let's see what happens. I know. Get a pair of scissors, Julie. Don't be so lazy. There. 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 Okay. Thanks for trying. Okay. I hope you can see some of the sparkle. There is a good amount of sparkle on these. There's some shimmery paint. There's some gold metallic paint. I like a little shimmer. Not that big on glitter. I use glitter, but I use shimmers and metallics more. I don't know why. And I've seen beautiful things made with a touch of glitter, and I like it. But for me, I don't use glitter that much. Okay. Now, this looks a little blank at the bottom to me. So what could we put down here? I'm thinking. Maybe this one? Not those. Ephemera that's been made, mixed with handmade, can sometimes look, I don't know, like a little harsh, or I don't know. It doesn't always go. It doesn't always not go, but it doesn't always go. Okay. Maybe a blue. This is blue and green. A little too big. This is a number. I love the size, but I don't like the number being sideways. I've got another one. How about this? Fine. Fine. I like that. All right. Stick a little more glue right there. Okay, we got another one done. I like it just fine. And I will be signing the backs of these cards when they're all dry and just ready to go. Okay, now round the corners. See if I'm going to still be corner rounding challenged here. No. And I'm going to go again with the vintage photo. Let me know in the comments what you think. How would you feel if you opened up your mail and found one of these in there? I think it's rather nice, if I say so myself. All right, another card. Here we go. These are already scored, and I do find that the scoring is, I'd say 50-50. I don't know if it's a problem with the cutting or with the scoring. Let's just take the bone folder, and maybe if I give this a press, I won't have quite the trouble in keeping that side wanting to stay glued. Oh, people. What do you think? I'm in love. I love it. All right, let's get some glue stick. Give it the double whammy. There may be absolutely no reason to do this. I don't know. I'm doing it. You don't have to. But I just think it adds a little more grab till the other glue really sets. Okay. Now, did I just put it on upside down? Are you kidding me? Good save. Thanks for letting me know. See? Anything can happen. Let's just hold this down for a moment. Give it a good press. Hey, looking good to me. Well, let's take a little recap. So we made this one. And then we've got the two here that are in the clip zone, but they really should be okay. This one, can you see anything? I've got so much stuff on my desk. And this one. Can you see all three? I think you can. I think you can. All right. Well, please consider subscribing to my channel. It helps so much. I appreciate that you're here all the way to the end. Since you are, hit the like, subscribe, share it with your friends. I'll be looking for you in another video. Thanks again. Bye now.